You gotta be kidding me. You give me a great comment. You give me your perspective at the end for no hashtag Matt B. Bald. We're still doing this? I thought we left this behind 3 or 4 weeks ago. Alright, we ain't doing no intro, none of that. I don't got time to waste. You don't got time to waste either. And by the way, I hope you had a great Monday. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. You know what we're about to do? This is one of the most important days of the week and one of the most important videos of the week. I'm about to release the MBG poll, at least on YouTube. If you follow me on Twitter, you've already seen it. And I'm going to let you know up front, there is a lot, and I mean a lot of movement in my new top 10. A lot of you may not agree with it, but that's okay. I don't care if you agree with it or not. It's my poll. You're entitled to your own opinion, and also, I have not seen the new AP Top 25, and you know we're going to take a look at that as well. We've been doing this video since the start of the season. You guys tend to like it. I enjoy it myself, and let me know your thoughts down below. What's your top 10 looking like? And I also want to throw this out there. It is so hard for me to not, at least somehow, some way, see the AP poll when it comes out, because I have so many of you tweeting it at me. And especially this week with all the chaos that happened, it's hard to avoid it, but somehow, some way, I did. And normally, like I've told you guys in previous videos, sometimes I glance at it, don't really look at it, but this week, I haven't even seen it for a second. We're going to take a look at it, though, and then I'll give you my top 10, and yeah, let's pull it up. Starting out with 25 through 21, we got, okay, Miami, somehow, some way, they stayed in the top 25, man. I feel bad for all them players. That's such a shame, but maybe we talk about that later tonight. Stay tuned. At 24, we got Kentucky. I think that's fine, although Georgia 40-pieced them, just completely destroyed them. It's Georgia. They're the number one team in the country. They're going to do that to pretty much almost anybody. Kansas at 23, LSU. Okay, they stayed at 22 after that big win over Mizzou, and Notre Dame drops to 21. I'm pretty content with them staying at 21, although that loss against Louisville, embarrassing. You lost by double digits. I can get down with that. I'm really not going to say too much about 25 through 21. Moving ahead here, 19. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay, there's 2 teams at 9. I was about to say, well, what about 20? UCLA's back into the top 25 with that big win over Washington State, who's also right here. We got the Dukies at 17 and Utah 16. That's pretty good, pretty good. 15, Oregon State. Oh, wow. Louisville jumps all the way up from 25 to 14. They're undefeated. Big win for them. And I saw some people tweet out this. What do y'all think about this? Is Louisville the new TCU? I don't think so, but I just saw some people saying that. You never know, because we didn't think TCU was going to do what they did last year. Ole Miss, they're at 13 after their big win over Arkansas, staying in the hunt. And we got North Kakalaki. Oh, I said staying in the hunt. They're not going to make the playoff. At number 12, we got North Kakalaki. Wow. Really, man? Really? Alabama? Big win against A&M, and we stay at 11. Come on, man. You got to be kidding me. I got them ranked in the top 10, I'll tell you that much. Speaking of the top 10, let's take a look at it at number 10 here. Okay, USC, they do drop to number 10. That was arguably the most embarrassing win I've ever seen. Their defense is atrocious. Texas drops to 9. I do not. Wow. Okay, I strongly disagree with that. 8 through 6 pretty similar, so I can now assume that Oklahoma's in the top 5. And yep, I was right. OU right at number 5. We got the Cinnamon Rolls sticking there at number 4. They've been fluctuating. At number 3, we got the Little Bro Ohio State. At 2, we got me Shotgun. And number 1, say it with me now. They've been number 1 for 400 straight weeks now. We got Georgia. Not a bad AP poll, not a bad AP poll at all compared to some previous ones. The only thing I have a real strong disagreement about is, yeah, definitely Texas. I don't like that a single bit, and since I don't like it, let me show you why I don't like it and explain it. Here's my top 10. As always, if you want early access to my top 10, I release it Saturday night right after the game, so go follow me on Twitter. At number 10 on my list, I have Washington, which means, yep, I've taken USC out of my top 10. USC's not a championship team, and that defense is arguably the worst defense in the entire country. And no, I'm not playing when I say that. That defense is that bad. It's a shame because their offense is arguably the best offense in the country, but with a defense like that, you're not a top 10 team, at least in my humble opinion. That doesn't mean they can't get back in my top 10, but for now, I got them at 11. 10, though, I do got Washington. And at number 9, back into my top 10, finally, because everybody's been asking, yo, Matt, when are you going to put them back in? They're back. I got Alabama. I had a pretty hard time with this. I did, because I was like, am I going to put Alabama at 10, or am I going to put Washington at 10? And here's what it came down to, my golden rule. If I had to bet my house on it tomorrow, Alabama or Washington, I'm picking Alabama, and so is every single one of you. I would like for one of you to look me dead in my face and tell me you're betting your house on Washington to beat Alabama, because I'm not. And here was also my biggest problem with Washington. I looked at their schedule, and I'm like, well, dang, who have they played? Nobody. And it's not a big deal if you're too upset about this, because guess what? We're going to find out a lot of answers this week, because Washington, they play Oregon. If Washington beats Oregon, of course, I'll put them ahead of Alabama. No debate at all. But for now, at least, I got Bama at number 9. At number 8, I got Penn State. They've been there all year for me around that area. At 7, I have dropped the Seminoles that far down. And let me explain this. It has nothing to do with Florida State. I think they're a great team. It has everything to do with I think the other teams I have ahead of them are better. That's all there is to it. At number 6, I got the little bro, Ohio State. Let me explain before you run to the comment sections. The reason I've also dropped Little Bro State is because their win against Notre Dame, it looks worse. Considering Louisville completely manhandled Notre Dame, that win for Ohio State over Notre Dame is not impressive anymore, at least to me. I'm dropping Little Bro State at number 6. At number 5, big jump for me, I got Oregon. The reason I have Oregon at number 5 is for 2 reasons. Number 1, their offense is a top 10 offense in the country. Number 2, their defense is better than what a lot of people give them credit for. Pay attention to that Oregon defense against Washington. I think they're going to give them some problems. At number 4 on my list, and this is going to surprise a lot of people, I got Texas. Whoa. Hold on, Timothy. I know what you run to the comment section and say, but Matt, Texas just lost to Oklahoma. How are you only dropping them to number 4? Listen here, buddy. I'm not one of these people that watch a team lose or another team and go, oh, yeah, they lost, so that means I automatically got to drop them down. No. That's not how I roll. I don't do that because that's ludicrous to me. It's the same thing with the Kentucky and Georgia game. Just because Kentucky loses to Georgia, why are you going to derank them if you think Georgia's the number 1 team? They should beat Kentucky. You see what I'm saying? In this case and scenario, and I've said this time after time, I don't want to sound like a broken record player here, but we was going to find out more about Oklahoma in this game than we were about Texas. There was nothing about that Oklahoma-Texas game that had me thinking, oh yeah, Texas, they're a worse team than what they were a week ago. Not even for a split second. It was more so of, okay, Oklahoma, they're the real deal. They are legit this year. This isn't a fluke. This isn't a scam. No, they're a top 4 team. And let's also throw this in there. Texas was leading at the end of the game, and they had 3 turnovers, and Oklahoma had 0. Texas made a lot of mistakes, and they still had a great shot of winning that game. My biggest conclusion after that game was this right here. Oklahoma and Texas, they're 2 great teams. And as you can tell from my rankings, I think both of them are top 4 teams. I just don't understand how anybody could walk away leaving that game thinking, oh yeah, Texas isn't at bare minimum, top 6 or 7 team. They're still a really good team, and obviously you probably know who's next. I got Oklahoma at number 3. Can't say enough good things about them, man. They look so good. That defense has impressed me so much. We knew the offense was going to be great, but the defense, even better. Well, I said even better. I meant to say they're better than last year. You get the point. Their defense has improved drastically from last year. And here's what's really scary about this Oklahoma team. Their defense doesn't even need to be a top 10 defense in the country. They just need to be a top 30 defense, and they'll probably win out. I love this Oklahoma team. Moving ahead here at number 2, you know who we got. We got Michigan, and number 1, we got Georgia. That's my rankings. Let's take a look at the comment section, because I haven't looked at the comment section because I didn't want any spoilers for this video. I didn't want anybody saying, oh, well, this is where this team's ranked in the AP poll, blah, 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 blah. You get the point. Okay, this comment's got 12 likes. Let's see what Kira had to say. Long comment, but guess we'll read it. After beating unranked Texas A&M by 6, Bama is at number 9 now? Bama isn't better than Washington, little bro. Just stop. Also, the Penn State disrespect is insane. What has FSU done? Nearly lost to Boston College or the unranked Kitty Cats. Same for Oregon and little bro State. Hashtag. All right, bro. You didn't even have to throw this hashtag in there. Come on, man. I thought this was a serious and legit comment. Now I'm mad. I wouldn't even have read this comment if I saw that at the end. You gotta be kidding me. You give me a great comment. You give me your perspective at the end for no hashtag Matt B. Bald. We're still doing this? I thought we left this behind 3 or 4 weeks ago. Are we gonna do this the entire year? Hashtag Matt B. Bald. How long is this hashtag gonna stay relevant? All right, on a serious note, let me address this. Number 1, here's the only explanation I need for Alabama being ranked ahead of Washington. I've already explained it. If I had to bet tomorrow, I'm picking Bama to beat Washington, and so is everybody else watching this video. None of you have big enough balls to actually bet against Nick Saban and Alabama when it comes down to it. You can write in the comment section all you want how Washington would beat Bama, but you don't believe that for a split second. All right, finally, got a person that understands this. My man Dresky said, LMAO, Texas A&M could beat dang near any of those ranked teams, so Bama good at number 9. And that's what I'm saying. That Bama win on the road against A&M is great. Texas A&M is arguably more talented than half the teams in the top 10. I'm not saying they're a better coach team, but they get the talent to beat a lot of these teams. Somebody said you forgot Auburn. Buddy, What are you talking about? All right, we got a little bro State fan here. He said, I would say Georgia, Michigan, Oklahoma, Ohio State, Florida State, Oregon, yeah, that's pretty good top 10. I like that. Check out this comment from Joseph here. Pretty interesting perspective. Matt, I'm an OU fan. Trust me, I would love for Oklahoma to be ranked high, but I think top 5 is a little too high right now. Interesting. Thank you for that comment, and I disagree. You have one of the best wins on the season right behind Texas beating Alabama on the road by double digits. I don't think top 5 is ridiculous at all. The thing that really separates Oklahoma from me is they have a great offense and it looks like they have a good defense. For a lot of teams out here in the top 10, you can't say that for both sides of the ball. For Georgia you can, for Michigan you can, but not for many other teams. And I already know you're going to have some Ohio State fans say, Matt, well, our defense is playing good this year. Don't even get me started. Don't. Ohio State fans, you are playing teams like Northwestern, Rutgers, and Maryland. Anything you do, I don't take it serious. Nothing you do until you play Michigan even matters to me. It amounts to a hill of beans. The Big Ten's awful. Of course you're going to hold teams like Maryland and Rutgers and Northwestern to 10 or 20 points. They suck. You worry about Michigan, all right, little bro? You worry about Michigan, and then we'll talk. And matter of fact, I don't want to see any Ohio State fans talking about where I got them ranked, this or that, until you beat Michigan. The past 3 years on my channel, the first 6 or 7 games, Ohio State fans, they always try to tell me, Matt, our defense, look, we're only giving up 15 points per game. We got a good defense this year. And you know what happens? They finally play a serious team like Michigan or Georgia or whoever, and they get exposed. And they find out, oh, well, actually, we don't got a good defense. It's the same cycle over and over and over and over. I'm not saying Ohio State has a bad defense. I'm not saying that at all. But I want to see them play some real deal competition. Sorry, I'm not sorry. I'm not a believer in the Ohio State defense, and why would anyone be? I got to see a little bit more out of them. That's my top 10. Let me know your thoughts down below about that.